Okay, so this is video number 2, setting up the streaming equipment. This one I'm going to plug in the soundboard as well. So out of the suitcase looking bag, you'll need the soundboard. Make sure all the levels are at 0 down here. Make sure this slider is turned down to 0, and make sure the gains up here are all turned to 0. We always want to have those to 0 before we plug the device in. We can see in the back here, this is the power. This is the cord that goes to the back of the computer. So I'm gonna hook this up before I turn the computer on. So I've got my cord. This end plugs into the back of the box like that, and the USB end goes into the back of the streaming computer like so. Also, while I'm here, I'm going to plug the power in to the computer. It's got its own spot there. I'm just going to hook up one headset right now. There is a splitter if you want to hook up the other one as far as the earphones go. So I unwrap the cord. So I'm going to put this XLR input into input 1, this XLR plug into input 1. I'm going to plug the headphone jack over here into phones. So it does not go down here, it goes over here into phones. If you were hooking up 2, you'd put the splitter in here and plug this into the splitter. Same thing if you had the other headset, you'd plug it in here and plug the headphone into the splitter there. Now that I've got everything plugged in, I'm ready to hook up my power. I've already got my power cord plugged in. So I'm going to take, this is kind of weird, so I'm going to plug this into here. And I should have lights pop up, and I do, and now it is safe to go ahead and turn this slider up to 0, turn my channel 1, which was where I'm plugged into. Turn that, just above halfway, and I'm going to turn my gain dial about straight up and down. So I've got that one straight up and down. I've got this one just above halfway, and you can adjust that as you test it. And I've got the slider at about 0. Also want to make sure that the headphone, this is just headphone volume. It has nothing to do with what goes out over stream. Just want to make sure that that's up so you can hear yourself and the headset. So I'm going to set that thing to the side and open up our computer. And again, so I'm just going to click here. Password is 2021. That's my phone number as the username, and I'm going to double click right here. Boone Central Live. That is our stream. That's our Wirecast. Any of these pop-ups happen, just hit cancel. There should be a couple of them that come up, and we get our basic Wirecast. Again, I'm going to cancel this. Our basic Wirecast setup. I've got a one shot here called no headset. So that one is if we just want to do this with no, just let the camera audio take care of it. So what I'm going to do, by the way, just to review, if I wanted, right now it's set to the tactical basketball angle. If I wanted to switch to volleyball, I'd go up here to the 3 dots within the circle. It's freezing on me at the moment. Oh, I don't have the shot selected. And I'd change the word tactical right here to panoramic, and then hit apply and reconnect. You'll always have to hit reconnect to make the camera work once the huddle camera turns on. Right now it's not on, so we're getting this orange screen. When it turns on, it usually goes gray. So you just hit reconnect. You can tell if it's on, the little light turns green underneath the camera. So if I want to make a shot that has headset audio, I hit the little gear icon down here in the bottom corner, and I get a pop-up, and I want to hit duplicate shot. So I click that. And now instead of this, the 3 dots within the circle, I want to go clear to the left and hit like the stack of papers. And these are my layers. So to add the soundboard, I hit the plus sign right here, and I want to add an audio capture. So I select audio capture, And it'll either say Soundboard or USB audio. Right now it happens to say Soundboard. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. So I click Soundboard and then click Add. And now you can see I've got a Soundboard layer and my WebStream 10 layer. Now something that's really important, once the webcam starts, there'll be a little speaker icon that I can click on here and mute the web stream. That's super important. Otherwise, you get an echo in the audio. And I can't. So right now, I have like I can shut it off and hide it. I've got the little eyeball icon, but I don't have the little speaker icon where I can mute the WebStream 10 layer. I want to make sure I click on my Soundboard layer and I click up here. Let's see if I can find the right one. The three dots in the circle, because I want to make sure I have an audio delay of 2 seconds built into this shot. Otherwise, your announcers will be 2 seconds ahead of your video. So again, you click on Soundboard so that the layer is highlighted, and then you go to the three dots in the circle and make sure that audio delay is set to 2 seconds. Other than that, you should be good. The scoreboard will be automatically captured by the tactical huddle cam, and all you have to do, after you make sure you're either plugged in, again the cable to plug in is in the book bag, stream bag. It's gray, and you just want to make sure, check down here and make sure that you are on faculty and not guest or something like that. So we want to make sure we're connected to faculty because that's a lot better to stream on. So you hit this, it'll turn green, and then I would suggest also hitting the record button. It will also turn green, and then when you're done, you just do it in the reverse order. When you're done for the day, you can do one of two things. You got to make sure that this is not green anymore, and you can close this or just close the computer altogether. When you're done on your soundboard, you just want to make sure before you unplug it that you turn everything back to 0. So I've got my slider back to 0, and I'm just going to turn all my knobs, including the gains up here, back to 0. And then then once you've got them back to 0, you're safe to unplug it, and it's not gonna ruin anything inside the soundboard. All right, that's it.